Uh, Really well played game on both sides. Really commend Delaware the way they play the game, and Marinaccio. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I thought he was outstanding. Really a competitor. Really fun to watch from probably just a pure baseball standpoint. Guy really competed. And, I thought we were very fortunate. I thought the ball that Ake hit and Josh made the play on, not many guys even catch it, much less get a double play on it. I think that's a big momentum swing for us. And really just luck, too. I mean, sometimes you're better off being lucky than good. And we were definitely a little bit lucky there to get out of that jam with just one. Thought Killian came in, got us out of the first one. So you start talking about those two situations in the game. Those are big swings, even though they're in the second inning and maybe the fifth or sixth. And obviously, Orlando put a swing on a ball, gave us some separation there. Hargrove had some good at bats, and got in scoring position there. And the separation was big. Anytime you can have more than a one-run lead there late, it definitely helps. And I thought their left fielder had a beat on it too. He was going after the ball. Looked like he had a beat on it. It's good to see it land in the bullpen.
Okay, questions for the student athlete.
Orlando on that home run. He'd thrown you that curve a couple times. Was it just you'd seen it enough times to kind of figure out what was coming for you?
Yeah, man, you really can't control what kind of pitch you're getting. All you can do is try to look for a good one and put a good swing on it. It was out in front a little bit, but got enough, so we'll live with it.
Orlando Hunter, what was your all's reaction when you saw Josh catch that ball?
Wasn't surprised, to be honest.
Yeah,
it's something
same.
Josh would do.
Yeah, definitely something Josh will do.
Another question.
Orlando, before that inning where you hit the home run, you guys were 0 for 7, I believe, with runners in scoring position. Did you feel like you guys were just kind of hitting the ball hard, but they were able to turn some good double plays where just weren't able to scratch some runs across and let them kind of hang around earlier in the game?
Yeah, there was a few guys that did. I saw Josh hit a couple right at him, a little frustrated. But, I mean, it's part of the game, he mentioned earlier about being lucky. Sometimes you just got to run into some balls and let the balls run into you. So it happened and live with it.
What did you guys see at Marinaccio?
He just mixed his pitch as well, location. And, he just kept us guessing, kept us off balance a little bit. And like Coach Tadlock said, he was a, great competitor. And he just got in there and just filled it up. And, luckily, we got to the pin when we did.
No, you guys had a lot of singles early on in the game. It wasn't until that 8th inning when you guys had all the extra base hits. Mm-hmm. Trying to scrap things together in a tight game, what's that like for you guys?
I mean, again, you just kind of put a barrel on it. You try to put your best swings on them, and wherever they go, they go. So, I mean, we'll take singles. If you have everybody get a single here, we'll score some runs. So it's not a big deal. But like you said, I think we just put a barrel on it and have some good at-bats. We'll be fine.
On another note, you scored 3 runs today. I mean, tell me about your part in the game for all those runs. The walk, the hit by pitch, the home run.
I mean, every day you show up to the field and you try to compete and put part in it. You want to be a part of the game somehow, and whether you're not swinging well, you can play defense and you do that, and vice versa. And for the pitchers, the same thing. So I think every day, if you can find a way to contribute, you'll be fine. One more question.
For either of you guys, how much do you feel like, not just the rain delay, but coming out of the rain delay and the situation it was in, top of the second, I think the first pitch you get out of that inning, double play, did that for you guys feel like it helped kind of just reset the team mentally at that point?
Yeah, I thought the momentum shifted a little bit our way. And, after Killian came in and got that first pitch double play, we were able to go in the bottom of the inning and got on base and scored. And I think the biggest thing is Killian kept us in the game and our bullpen kept us in the game. And luckily we were able to get, to their bullpen and when we did, so we can give Parker a little bit of a cushion there in the 9th.
One more question in the back.
Just for both you guys, I mean, driving to the ballpark today, knowing that Davis is only making his second start back, after a two-month layoff, I mean, how much do you feel like you guys were going to have to potentially call upon that bullpen, especially if you went into a rain delay like you did?
I think we're confident in Davis. He's showed up a few times here and there. So, I mean, he's a competitor. He's going to go in and give you his best, and we're excited. It was day one of our new season. Because postseason's always we have another opening day, and we're enjoying it. We're just enjoying the ride, having a good time, and we're excited that Davis is able to start joining in.
Gentlemen, thank you.
Appreciate it.
Take questions for Coach Tadlock. Coach Tadlock, I know it was a long rain delayed. Was it ever a question that you were going to take Davis out, or was there a little bit of conversation?
No, there was conversation. That's just really just covering our bases and doing our due diligence. But once you're in a 30-minute delay with a guy coming off, that was his third time out. He threw one time in a simulated game, inter-squad type situation, and I really, just wanted to take care of him, do what was best for him at that point. So there was no doubt we were going to who. We weren't sure who, and then obviously you kind of go down all your options there and try to pick the right one.
After Josh made that big play, it seemed like John really settled in on the mound. What did you just think about him in that inning in the third? He went there. It seemed like he really settled in and mixed his pitch as well.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking about power stuff, and again, I mean, that ball's hit a foot either way. It's probably a single at least, maybe a double. And really, I was just thought the guy, he kind of baited us into throwing one in there, show bunt, I think 0-0. And but yeah, I thought John threw the ball well. Obviously, looking at this, he had 3 punch outs, gave up 1 hit in 2 innings. He's got the ability to really fill up the strike zone, throw 2 pitches for strikes. And it's a lot of fun to watch him, and thought he did settle in well.
Hey, Coach, during the hour-and-a-half delay, what did the team do?
Went in and hung out, watched some games. They've got some games they play in there. I don't know the name of them, but I'm sure they played those. Guys had a sandwich. Really just sat around and watched some games on TV and kind of waited for the bell, and really your main concern coming off those things is getting guys' legs fired back up, and thought they did a good job doing that.
All right, Coach, with Davis being out as long as he was, you got a lot of bullpen, a lot of experience for your bullpen. How much did that really help today and kind of help be able to win these types of games where you might have a rain delay?
Oh, man, it's really what we did today is what we did every Friday. For you guys could count it up since I think we left Austin, or since we left Wichita. Since we went to Kansas back right after Austin. That's what we did every Friday, and our guys know we're going to call on them, know we got a lot of belief in them, and a lot of trust in them, and it's a lot of fun getting them in there. I mean, you're hoping getting them in the game today, pays dividends kind of like it did, throughout the season. And we were able to get guys on the mound, and I think guys got better from it.
Different innings, you were able to have guys in scoring position and just either weren't able to get them across, or it seemed like even when you had bases loaded there in the second and you get 2 out of it, maybe you wanted a little bit more just to have some breathing room. But to be in the 8th inning and just that 1-run cushion, and to be able to have your one senior in Hunter and then a junior in Orlando, obviously those are the guys that you want in this type of situation to be able to go win you ball games as your veterans.
Was that a statement or a question there, Andrew? I mean, that was pretty good, man.
How big is this team? Is it for those guys to step up in those positions?
Well, I mean, we've got about, I think, 14 hitters on that roster that we got a lot of trust in send to the plate, and and it throughout the year it's usually different guys, different days. Again, I'm trying to go back to everything you said. It's neat to see those guys. I mean, Hargrove, it's neat to see him, get some good swings on some balls and coming out of the rain delay, singled. And, You know, it's as far as, you know, the part about not driving runs in and all that, you don't think about that so much in the dugout. I mean, that's a negative thought. You're trying to win pitches. You're trying to extend at bats. And, you know, sometimes you win even though you don't drive the run-ins. And we had some really good at-bats throughout the game. And the way baseball is, you're going to fail more times than you succeed. And if you start looking at it in a negative way, this game will eat you alive. So just need to win pitches, win at-bats, win innings.
Did you guys expect to see Marinaccio coming back after the rain delay?
Really, I think Matt, J-Bob had a lot better feel for that than I did. They both said 100% he's coming back out. I wasn't sure. I'd have been fine if he didn't. He's really competitor. I mean, he pitched on both sides of the plate very effectively, and at the same time, you know, it's a decision you make, and they obviously felt like he could handle it.
What was your initial reaction when you saw Josh make that play today?
Well, we were talking about Matt and I were talking about you know, what we were going to do if it, you know, because they were bunting, and about that time the ball was hit, and that conversation ended, and so it's pretty much like you take a deep breath and you're like, whoosh, if that makes any sense. Is that kind of what you did too? Because I mean, ball was hit really hard. And then the guy's falling down, throws it to second. You just kind of take a deep breath. You're like, well, that was a really nice play. And thank God he hit it right at him.
One more question.
Come on, Andrew. Come on.
Hey, Coach. I know the game just ended, and there'll probably be a lot kind of determined over the next couple days with Davis just throwing 33 pitches. Do you have a gut feeling right now is the earliest you would be comfortable potentially using him again this regional?
Very similar, like throwing a bullpen. I would think Sunday. I think he'd be able to come out of the bullpen. Obviously, you know, if you needed him to. I already talked to him about it. He already, as soon as he knew he wasn't going to pitch today after the rain delay, he was like, I think I'll be ready. So he's a guy who wants the ball and is a lot further along than just because he hadn't pitched in real games. He's ready to go. I mean, he executed some pitches today, and it's good to see.